this is the most basic kind of meat and potatoes understanding of how to do chords and how to use them in the things that you compose, or even like recreate some songs. So I have an image here of the chords in Songmaker, and you can see that I kind of got it looking like a timeline, and you're going to see for each column that's going up and down, you're going to see that I arranged some colors and some notes in there. So I'm just going to go through these briefly, and then we'll show some examples of how to actually use them in the actual Chrome Songmaker. So if we look all the way to the left, you see Roman numeral 1. We have red, yellow, and kind of the darker green there. That's kind of our home chord. It's kind of happy sounding or whatever. It is a major chord, and that's why we give it uppercase Roman numeral. Going on to the number 2 chord, that's a minor chord, so that's why it has 2 lowercase i's instead of 2 uppercase. And so we have orange, that lighter green, and that kind of blue on the top there. So a 2 chord is kind of a darker sounding chord. So anytime we have a chord that's lowercase with the Roman numerals, that's going to be a minor chord. Anytime you have an uppercase chord, those are going to be major chords. So, and typically major sound more happy or uplifting or whatever. There's lots of words you can use to describe them, but kind of in that area. And then minor chords are more sad or more dramatic or mysterious, however you want to think about them, how they sound. Okay, so we have our 1 major chord, we have our 2 minor chord. We're going to move on to our 3 chord. We have that outlined. It's you're going to use the yellow, that dark green, and that pink right there. And that, again, is a minor chord, so a little on the sadder side of things. Moving on, we're going to go to our major 4 chord. And you're going to use your light green, your blue, and your red for that one. Okay? Moving on to our 5 chord. That's going to be a major chord because it's uppercase with the Roman numerals. We got our green. We got our pink there, and we got our orange. After that, we have our 6th chord. That's a minor chord. And we're going to use our blue, our red, and our yellow for that chord. And then going on, we have our 7 chord. And you notice this is a lowercase 7. And we have a little asterisk at the end of that lowercase 7, because it isn't actually a minor chord, it's a different type of chord. We actually call that a diminished chord. I don't want to get too into that, but they're, in general, the diminished chords, they sound very unstable or unresolved. So they're not used all that much as the major and the minor chords, but they are used. And then we get back to our major chord, yeah? So our major 1 chord. So that's our whole cycle. Alright, so now that we have all of our chords figured out, what I did is I actually went to Google and I typed in popular chord progressions, and I got some of these. I got this one right here, common chord progression. So I'm going to just take the Roman numerals that I see in red up here, and I'm going to input them. I'm going to do, this is our 1 chord. I did it 4 times, and just every other column, so that's cool. And then I'm going to do my 4 chord. Same thing, every other column, 4 times. And then I got my 5 chord. I'm going to do that over here. And I'll just do it 4 more times since we got more space here. And then I'm just going to press play. I like that. We can switch to piano. Cool. So that's 1 chord progression. We restart. Let's try this next one. 1, 6, 4, 5. 5. I think I know this chord progression. 1, so I'm going to do the same thing, 4 of those. Oopsie. And then I will go to our 6. Oops. And then 4. 4 is right here. And then we'll go to 5. Cool. That's another one. Another one down. Let's go. Let's try and do, which is one I like. I like this 1, 5, 6, 4. That's actually a good one. So I'm going to clear it out and there's our 6, and then our 4, 4. Cool. And then I will post some popular song chord progressions if you like, or you can just like literally type it into Google like that. Okay, so that's it. If you have a creation that you'd like to share with me, you can copy and paste it in an email to me, or you can put it in the comments below. Just copy and paste the link.